that students and parents are looking for quality.
I think across the board here there's an emphasis on this thing that we call critical thinking.
I met students that were so enthusiastic about the school and that really wanted to help.
The minute you walk on campus, you just get that feeling that you're accepted here and you really want to be here, and everybody wants you here.
These are the people on whom I will bet our future.
Nestled in the small residential town of New Wilmington in northwestern Pennsylvania, Westminster's 300 rolling acres are home to 1,300 students. This peaceful and safe campus has provided a haven for learning for more than 137 years. Recognized 2 years in a row by U.S. News & World Report as one of the top 5 northern regional liberal arts colleges, Westminster takes pride in protecting and expanding its superior tradition of excellence in the liberal arts. The college's religious perspective and heritage of faith makes the Westminster experience unique. Westminster strives to make that experience accessible. Students come from all ethnic backgrounds, creating a diverse atmosphere on campus.
I believe that Westminster College is committed to minority recruitment. A person could look at it one or two different ways. Negatively and say, look what Westminster has not done. Or positively and say, look what Westminster is doing today. Through the efforts of the Powers Trust Committee and with the senior administration being aggressively involved in the pursuit of qualified minority students, I do have firsthand knowledge that Westminster is committed to the recruitment of minority students.
The college is a busy place, full of people and activity. People who know and enjoy one another. People who are committed to finding something more.
And the reason I want to involve students is, first of all, if they answer questions, that tells me whether or not they're paying attention and thinking. And there are universities in this United States where you can go through 4 years and probably never be asked a direct question by the professor. And I think students that are able to respond show me that they can think. And in essence, I think that's what we're all about. We want students to be able to think.
Westminster's a great place to go to school. I taught at Ohio University, I taught at Carnegie Mellon, and I decided this is where I wanted to be. A nice small college in a rural setting where the focus is always on education, where the professors and students have a tremendous amount of interaction, not only in the classroom, but outside the classroom. And what I think is valuable to our students is that in every course they take, they have a real professor, not a graduate student, which would be the case at a university.
I think they grow other than mathematically, other than analytically, other than in English. They grow personally. And I think the close contact with the faculty is what helps them to grow in those ways. I think also the close contact with other students, the fact that the most of them live in a dormitory, that it is a residential college, enables them to grow in those ways also.
Westminster students are filled with curiosity and genuine spirit. They immerse themselves in this long-standing tradition of excellence and pursue knowledge in and beyond the classroom. With a foundation of traditional educational values, Westminster offers several special programs that set the college apart. Every 4 years, a mock political convention is held, one of the oldest collegiate conventions in the country. Provoking political fervor and enthusiasm, the convention entails research and educational involvement as well as fun and excitement. Westminster offers several innovative opportunities for study. The Quest program is an interdisciplinary approach to the study of civilization. The courses blend history, music, science, politics, religion, and the arts to give various points of view on the humanities.
The reason for its formulation was to provide an alternative to what we sometimes call the cafeteria style of course taking, in which a student takes a history course, a political science course, a science course, a music course, whatever, and too often there's no interrelationship, no interconnection provided for the student, so that the student learns some music and learns some science, but too infrequently isn't in the regular course offerings provided with an understanding of how things come together.
The Learning Center, a unique resource, provides reference manuals, software, or one-on-one assistance to help students refine verbal and study skills.
There are many activities that you can get involved in here at Westminster College.
I was in choir last year, and it gave me the opportunity to travel to Europe last January. I traveled to 9 different countries and saw things that I never thought I would ever be able to see. I was in dance theater also last year, which was really, really great because we put on a show in the spring, and I had never done anything like that before. I'd never worked with makeup and costumes, and it was a lot of fun. Westminster has done a lot for me.
The internship program can later give students a chance to be in an actual work setting that reflects their career aspirations. The academic year is divided into 3 terms: fall and spring, and the innovative 4-week January term. During January, students concentrate on a single course not offered during the standard academic year. This is a time set aside for exploration of learning methods, team teaching, non-traditional subject matter, and off-campus projects.
We take students to the islands for a month, and in that time we have a very intensive field biology. We live outdoors, we camp, we cook, we do our own grocery shopping, and something that comes out of that besides biology is just learning about life. Students come back and they say, I've learned a lot of biology, but I've learned more about myself than I ever had before in that same amount of time.
When I came here on my visitation, they really made me feel wanted. They made me feel important. I had visited a lot of other colleges and institutions, and they just kind of showed you things from afar, whereas here at Westminster, they got personally involved, and I like that.
Westminster is a place to explore the arts. The Theater Arts program features a variety of internships, and many graduates go on to national and regional success.
Being a liberal arts school, I think Westminster really encourages you and guides you to take classes that you might not normally take. If you go to a bigger university, you might just take the ones that are easier, that might seem interesting. But here at Westminster, you take a variety of courses to fulfill your liberal arts degree.
It's a great tradition. That's one of the reasons I came to play football here, is because I like to win, and Westminster wins, mostly in all sports.
Westminster offers an outstanding program in athletics for both men and women. A member of the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, NAIA, and the Western Pennsylvania Intercollegiate Soccer Conference, Westminster sponsors 14 intercollegiate teams in baseball, basketball, cross-country, football, golf, soccer, softball, swimming, tennis, track and field, and volleyball. Every year, Westminster men and women compete in national swimming competitions. Westminster's football teams have been ranked in the top 20 small colleges 12 times in the past 15 years and have won back-to-back NAIA Division II national championships.
Anytime you compete in an athletic event or in a debate or any type of extracurricular activity, I think you're forced to go beyond the normal means of your capabilities. You're forced to think under pressure. You're forced to react under pressure. And oftentimes, you can't create this same atmosphere in a classroom. And we certainly hope that the experiences our people gain in athletic contests will help them as they go on in their later life.
The students do the selecting for the entertainers they bring to campus. We go from coffee house events to people that come on campus and lecture, about 60 music, to the Killing Fields was last year, a lecture. So a broad range of topics. The movies we do each week for the students, being in a rural area, they can go see a movie of their choice and be on the committee if they want to and select the movie they want to see. The same thing with the entertainers. Firm believer of letting the students go to conferences and select the entertainment for their fellow classmates.
Students manage other campus activities such as the Down Under, the college's new non-alcoholic pub. Graduates of quality liberal arts colleges like Westminster typically have impressive records in career placement. Because of their educational background and versatility, they are in demand. Within a few months of graduating, 95% of Westminster graduates will be either placed in professional positions or starting advanced degree programs in graduate or professional schools. Of our graduates who apply to the country's top medical and law schools, more than 90% are accepted. Overall, Westminster graduates can look forward to a bright future.
Studies have shown that employers are looking for individuals with liberal arts backgrounds because we're not so limited in one particular area of learning, that we can apply what we've learned to over the business fields, education fields, and all the others as well.
The importance of a broad and general education is that we live in a world in which
You will be educated for specific tasks you can't even conceive of now. You will be educated throughout your life. I think you need some period of time in which you learn to be a student, and I think that's what a good education should do for you.
Westminster is clearly an institution with purpose, contemporary perspectives, traditional values, personal commitment, belief in excellence.
My fellow students, we are engaged in helping you to become a complete human being, and that process is not yet finished. That's why we are going to insist here at Westminster that our graduates know what a human being at his or her best can do and do well. That's why we will persist in the liberal arts, because we have such a regard for the sanctity and the potential of the human spirit.
For complete information, contact Director of Admissions, Westminster College, New Wilmington, Pennsylvania, 16172-0001. Telephone 412-946-7100.